welcome to your general tarot reading for this time frame, and of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Capricorn placements, but if for some reason this reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book a reading straight through my Etsy shop. But without further ado, let's get started on your reading. So first, I want to start by pulling an oracle card from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. Okay, that was fast. We have free will, get out of your cocoon. Bottom of the deck is concealed power, give birth to the wonder of revelation. Virgo just had this card come out, and I believe Scorpio had this, so definitely check out those readings if you have that in your chart. But with concealed power, give birth to the wonder of revelation. This is all about a dormant power that lives within us, and sometimes we're too scared to unleash that power. So I do feel like something in your life recently is sort of triggering you to step more into your power. You know, maybe people are pushing your buttons and forcing you to stand up for yourself. So keep that in mind, you know, pay attention to signs like that because it is happening for a reason. And then we have free will, get out of your cocoon. Exactly. It's almost like if you're trapped in this cocoon, your power isn't showcasing. So I do feel like there is something currently happening in your life that is triggering you, pushing your buttons so that you can step out of this cocoon and unleash your power instead of hiding it. Okay, Capricorn, so we'll get a little bit deeper with the tarot and see what else is going to come through in terms of that. So we're going to start by pulling what's at your center, what's crossing that, what's crowning this, what's rooting this energy, the recent past, and what you need to know. So at your center, we have the Seven of Coins coming out in the reverse. Crossing that is the World. Ace of Swords, crowning that. Rooting this is the Ten of Swords. Dang. Recent past, the King of Swords. And what you need to know is the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. Okay, there's that power. These look similar in energy here with the flame, and this looks like flames to me too. Yeah, I feel like there's something happening in your life that is forcing you to step out of your comfort zone and to do things differently, to move more fast, to move in a more lightning energy. You could have recently taken action in something that you felt was stagnant in your life, and you're trying to pick up the pace here. Four of Wands. Okay, this could be about family, home, a relationship, marriage for some. But it feels like you're trying to have communication with someone. It could be about this Four of Wands with the home. Okay, and I feel like that's maybe where you need to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe leaving the nest for some with that Four of Wands, you know, like leaving home, leaving a comfort energy. Because the Four of Wands is also comfort, you know, because it is that like happy home life. But with the free will and the concealed power, it's almost like your power is trapped in that home. And with the Eight of Wands, you may have recently made a change to move forward. So I feel like you've already been tapping into your power. You've already been coming out of this cocoon, and this is coming through more as a confirmation that you did the right thing, especially if you had some doubts within yourself, if you made the right choices about making a move here. And that's definitely a confirmation that you did make the right move. Okay, so at your center, we have the Seven of Coins in the reverse. So yeah, with it being in the reverse, I'm getting two energies, okay? Because Seven Coins upright is like that slow moving energy, planting your seeds, waiting for them to grow. And then in the reverse, what I'm feeling, it's like you don't have to wait anymore. If certain situations are moving too slow for you, you don't have to wait anymore. I feel like you've given it all the patience that you've had, especially with this Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is a very quick moving energy. And we have the World crossing this. So it's almost like something that you were trying to have patience in, someone that you may be having to try patience in, excuse me, I'm talking too fast. It's like you lost your patience with someone or something. Okay, there's two people in this image, so it could be about a relationship, another person, an external party. Okay, and I feel like with the world crossing this, you realize that that is over. It's like a huge chapter that is over. Whoa, I just got like a dizzy feeling almost when I said that. So I don't know if it was like hard for you to accept the fact that this was over. Could have been like very shocking to you. Like it could have sent shock waves through your body. But yeah, I feel like you got really fed up, like really impatient, and you realized, okay, this isn't moving forward. I'm not going to wait here forever. And that's what caused you to step out of your cocoon and to step out of your power, especially if this connection was keeping your power dormant, like I was saying. Okay, crowning this is the Ace of Swords. So yeah, like a truth needed to be realized, a communication needed to be had, a harsh truth needed to be realized, and I feel like you did that. Any cords, any attachments that you may have had to someone or something, you cut those. And I feel like that's what's also picking up the pace here. That's what made you realize that you want more for your life. And this is you getting out of that cocoon. It's like you shredded that cocoon open and you got yourself out. Reading this is the Ten of Swords. So yeah, it's like you needed to be hurt in order to see this. You needed to be betrayed by this person to see this. Maybe this person making you wait for a long time about something hurt you in some way, betrayed you in some way. Maybe you're waiting for them to change. Maybe you're waiting for them to be better and you realize that that wasn't happening. So the fact that they hurt you, the fact that this painful ending occurred, it was a blessing. The fact that it's in the rooting energy here is definitely telling me that this needed to happen. This pain and hurt needed to happen so that you could let it go. Because again, if your power was being concealed in this energy, then what good does this relationship or energy do for you? It does nothing for you, and it needed to come to an end in some way so that you could step out of your cocoon. Recent past is the King of Swords. I feel like this is you. This is you making those executive decisions, making those harsh decisions that may hurt other people, that may hurt you, especially if you really wanted to make this work with this person or with this energy in general, however it resonates for you. It's definitely something of the home though, with the Four of Wands. So I feel like you try to make it work until you couldn't, and you basically had to lay down the law and tell this person or tell someone that this isn't serving you anymore. You had to get really serious and tell them, I'm going to go in my own direction. I'm going to do things differently. It's scary, but I know that this is what I need to do. And then what you need to know is the Seven of Cups. My ear is ringing. I'm having like weird, like equilibrium imbalances right now. So I don't know if that's you guys. I feel like this transition for you guys was really hard. It like really made you question yourself as a person, like your entire life. There could have been a lot of confusion surrounding that. With the Seven of Cups, like now you have all these options ahead of you, and you went from having 0 options to now having like 7 options, you know? So it's almost like uncomfortable for you because it's a very huge shift. It's a very big change, but it's good. It's working for you. Okay, with the Seven of Cups here, the fact that you have all these choices, that's a blessing. Okay, you now have, the world is your oyster, is kind of what I feel here. You went from having your power concealed to now having all these choices ahead of you. And now you have the free will to make this decision. Okay, so let's get a little bit deeper. We're going to pull one more card for each card. All right, we had one coming out already. So for the Seven of Coins, we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was feeling. It's like you got bored, you got impatient, you realized nothing was moving forward here. Yeah, Ten of Coins. Look at that. It's about family. It's like a long-term relationship. I feel like a long-term marriage for some. And for others, it's like a family. Maybe you're like young and you're leaving home for the first time, or regardless of age, you know, you're leaving the nest. Yeah, look at that. The Devil for the Ace of Swords. High Priestess for the Ten of Swords. The Page of Wands for the King of Swords. And the Seven of Cups. The Tower. Yeah, exactly. I felt that. Like, that's why I was feeling this weird energy right now. And then we have the star at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, with the Tower, it's like this was very uncomfortable. This was shake, like it shook you. You know, it was a Tower moment. And with the star is always that message of, you know, the calm after the storm. Um, yeah, the star is after the Tower, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. Exactly. I feel like you are now currently living in the calm after the storm. It's obviously still there, the residue is still there, but you made the choice to walk away from this energy that concealed your power, that kept you stuck in a cocoon. We have the Eight of Cups underneath that. So exactly, you walked away from what was no longer serving you. You were yearning for more. You wanted more out of your life. You were wanting to evolve as a person, and you knew that if you stayed in the stagnant energy, that wouldn't happen. So you prayed upon a star, you hoped and you wished for a way out, and you definitely had that opportunity to get out. Okay, whatever that means for you, whether it's leaving a marriage that is just like stagnant and boring, and you're realizing that you don't want to live your life that way, if it's leaving home, leaving family because family keeps you stuck, you know, because sometimes our families, our relationships, when we're in a low vibration, we don't realize that they're also in a low vibration. And then when our vibration starts to raise, we start to look around and realize, wait, this doesn't fit with me anymore. I want more for myself. And that's kind of what I feel here happened to you guys. Okay, so at the center of this, like I was saying, we have the Seven of Coins clarified by the Four of Cups. So yeah, exactly. It's like you got bored. You realize there was no growth here. It's almost like, for example, let's say you're from a small town and there's like nothing happening. It's like you moved to a big city, or you're wanting to move to a big city where things are more happening, you know, more popping. So I feel like that's kind of the energy that I get. So take it as it resonates for you, whether it's a job, a home, a place, a relationship. It's like you wanted to leave that small town energy of where nothing happens to an exciting energy where things are always happening. Because you were bored, you were glum, you wanted more for yourself. Okay, and with the Ten of Coins in the world here, yeah, I do feel like it's family, or it's just where you were very established in a way, where you had a lot of support or stability in some way. Like if all your family lives in this small town and now you have to leave that, it's like that's you leaving the cocoon, getting out of that comfort zone. But you know, ultimately that's what's best for you. And for some of you, you had to leave a relationship. Let's say your relationship was in this small town. You have to leave that in the past. You can't take it with you because that person no longer resonates with you. So I feel like you took it upon yourself to end this chapter of these limitations, of these expectations, that that's not what you want. You want more for yourself. You have bigger dreams than just your small town. Okay? And then crowning this, we have the Ace of Swords with the Devil. So yeah, like I was saying, you cut this cocoon out of your life. You made some executive decisions to do something different. And with the Devil, you realized that if you were to stay in the stagnant energy, it would eat you alive. It would keep you stuck in a cycle that isn't fair to you, that isn't right for you. It serves you no good. And I feel like that's where you had to make those executive decisions to really call this energy out, call people out, for example, especially if you were like in a toxic relationship or just in a toxic environment that isn't good for you, which I definitely feel is a little bit toxic here with the Devil. You realize, you know what? No, I don't have to succumb to this. I don't have to live my life by this way. Maybe my family did, maybe other people did, but that's not what I want for me. I want more. I want to get out of this toxic cycle and do things different for myself. Just because other people did that doesn't mean I have to. You know, and I think it took you a while to get here. It's like this Devil was consuming you for a long time, but eventually you overcame it and you took it upon yourself to say enough is enough. I want more. Okay, rooting this, we have the High Priestess with the Ten of Swords. So yeah, like I was saying with the Ten of Swords, you needed this pain. You needed that, like, I feel like whatever this painful ending was, that was the catalyst for you to start yearning for more and asking for more. And then with the High Priestess, you always knew it in your heart. Your intuition was always telling this to you, but maybe you were too scared to listen to it. Because, you know, it may have felt far-fetched for some time. You may have felt like, no, that's wishful thinking. That's just a dream. That's not reality. But deep down inside, you knew that if you wanted to make this happen, that you wanted to make these moves, you could. And it was almost like you knew when this painful ending happened that it was your moment to shine. It was your moment to say, you know what, it's time to do things differently. It's time to follow my intuition and go out of the norm. I believe it was Taurus's reading where the 10 of coins and the high priestess came out, where I almost felt like the high priestess was the black sheep of the family. So you could feel that way too. It's like you're different from your family, especially if you're a little bit more like psychic in nature, and your family isn't. I feel like you needed to be rejected in some way by your family in order for you to step out of that and realize, you know what, I'm not going to be understood authentically, so I need to go down my own path where I am going to be understood authentically. And it took this painful ending for you to realize that. Okay, recent past is the Page of Wands with the King of Swords. Exactly, like I was saying with the King of Swords, this is where you made those executive decisions, where you laid down the law with your family, your surroundings, your relationships, your marriage, and you told them, I want more for myself. And the Page of Wands is that like excitement and curious nature. So I feel like you realized that your life was boring with that 7 of coins and the 4 of cups. It's like, it was boring. And that's where you lived in a cocoon in this small town, for example. And with this Page of Wands, that was you wanting more, like you wanting to get out of your shell, wanting to do things differently. And that may be what you communicated to your family. That may be what you said. You told them, you know what, I want more excitement in my life. Okay. Page of Wands is like a very fiery, passionate, excited nature. And I feel that that's what you wanted. You wanted to live your life more by excitement rather than doing the same old thing over and over again, listening to that small town gossip all the time. It's like you just wanted out. And I feel like, again, you are different. And I feel like you're the person who, like, if you do live in a small town, I feel like people pay attention to you because you are different. And it's almost like when they see you with someone or they see you doing something, it gets around to people because they're like hush hush about you, they like talk behind your back sort of thing. And it's not that they're doing it with ill intentions, but it's like you stand out. You're different from everyone, and that's always been known by everyone. So the fact that you're now coming to realize this is almost like it took you a little bit to catch up to what everyone else was thinking, but you now see that you're different and you're willing to do something about it. You're willing to get out of your comfort zone and go to an energy where you are more accepted and where people won't talk about you behind your back. Instead, you'll be able to blend in more, not saying that, you're going to be the same as everyone else, but you know what I mean? It's like, for example, if you go to a big city, you'll be around more people who are like you, so you won't be such a sore thumb. You won't stick out as much because you'll just be around people that are more like-minded. You'll find your community, basically, is what I'm trying to say. All right, and then what you need to know, like I was saying, this Tower, the 7 of Cups, that confusion. It's like before the Tower came into your life, you only had one path, one choice, one way of living. And then this Tower came down, everything crashed and burned, and you realize you have choices. You can go anywhere you want. And I feel like for some of you, you realize you could go anywhere in the world that you could. Okay, for a small few, if that resonates for you, but I feel like you realize what's stopping me from going over here. It's like you realize the world is your oyster. Like that's the energy that I'm getting from the 7 of Cups because of the energy that we've been talking about where you were concealed in your power and you were living in a cocoon. And once this cocoon crashed and burned, because I feel like the Tower was the cocoon metamorphosis for you, that's when you woke up and you saw, wow, like, who are you people? What am I doing with my life? It's like you almost had an existential crisis, but in a good way. Okay. All right, Virgo. I want to pull one more card for this Tower, just to see what else we get. The 3 of Wands, exactly. Yep. 10 of Wands, yeah, exactly. You realized there was no life here. You were just met with burden after burden. It was like slowly killing you being in this energy, being trapped, not being able to unleash your power. This Three of Wands in this deck specifically, it just looks like she's escaping. She's yearning for more. She's wanting more. She's going up. So I feel like this is your ascension when you realized that you wanted more out of your life, like that existential crisis that I was talking about. It's like you woke up from your cocoon and you realized you can have more in your life. You don't have to settle. Okay, because I feel like that's what it is. You've been around people who have settled in their life, and you're the only one who doesn't want to settle, and people see that about you, and it's almost like they look at you funny because they're like, who do you think you are for wanting more for yourself? You know, but you're like, screw you guys. If I want more, I'm going to go get more. Okay, so I feel like this is you escaping where you currently are to go in the direction of your dreams and to go in a direction that you'll be able to really express who you are and unleash your power in a way that you won't be judged. Because I feel like if you stay in the small town, for example, you'll be judged for unleashing your power. It's like not the place where you're meant to unleash your power, because you'll just be met with backlash. It'll make you like go back into your shell more. It'll make you feel weird. But if you go in a direction that you know will be accepting of your power, you'll feel more confident about yourself. But it's definitely going to require you getting out of your cocoon and getting out of your comfort zone. All right, Capricorn, so beautiful reading. Let's go ahead and get into your oracle. So we'll be pulling from the Tree Transformation Oracle. Okay, your tree is persimmon, and the message is abundance from sexual and creative energy center. Okay, so like sacral energy. And it says, when you meet a persimmon, you will feel energy stir in your belly. This is a calm, deeply abundant, and sexual energy. The sweet and peppery scent from the tree invites you closer. What follows is a grounded transmission and an experience of creative abundance. Persimmon stimulates your appetite, yet its energy is quiet and deep, rich with peppery spice. This transmission is of a grounded, solid, and abundant sexuality that may manifest as creative expression in forms such as painting, dance, poetry, or music. This is gut knowing in the area of the lower heaven or dantian in traditional Chinese medicine, the main storage area in the body for ki, life force energy. Be with the energy of this powerful center in your body and the certainty that is located here. The insight and lesson here are that this form of abundance springs from your deeply physical and intuitive powers rather than your mental energies or forces in the world. Exactly. I feel like you had this like sacral chakra awakening, and that's what caused you to want more out of your life. That's what's giving you the courage and the confidence to go after your dreams. And also with the High Priestess, there's that intuitive power, right? That's always been there, but maybe it was a little bit dormant, and that's also what's waking up now. Okay, so final message. We're going to go into the Lenormand deck now and see what wants to come through. Hold on, that didn't feel right. Let me try again. Okay, just one card, please. Okay, nice. We have dice, which is all about luck and gambling, but I feel like for the energy that's coming through for you guys, this luck is definitely on your side. You see it as a risk. This is like the Fool energy, right? It's like a leap of faith, a risk worth taking. So let me go ahead and read from the book for you guys. This is number 39, so that may be of significance for you, whether that's your age, or if we add that up together, we get 12, which then becomes 3. Okay, so almost there. Okay, I am the risk, the gamble you chose to take. I am the uncertain and the leap of faith. I offer the promise of future change. Possibly negative cards to my right will foretell ill fate, but positive cards will bring about happy state. Are you feeling lucky? Well, are you? The 2 dice provide an element of chance, an opportunity, a possibility, and a new element to be introduced into the situation. They signify randomness and a risk that one chooses to take rather than the clover, which means discovered luck. The random outcome of the dice can either punish or reward, and may influence the surrounding cards. The trustworthy dog is soon distracted from his duties by the rolling dice nearby. This would indicate a fair weather friend. Indeed. Alternatively, the dice card can indicate an attitude of playfulness as well as fun in games. It could also suggest risky behavior such as gambling. While this card image appeared in early games similar to the prototype for the Lenormand, it is also a nod to the history of the deck, which was originally a game played with dice and cards. The dice are now incorporated into the deck In the same way, the meanings of the cards have been fixed rather than being looked up in a fortune book, as was originally the case. So, yeah, basically, that's what you're doing. You're taking a gamble, you're taking a leap of faith, but I feel like it's definitely a leap of faith that is going to be paid in your favor. All right, Capricorn, so that is what I have for you guys during this time frame. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.